Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Frank Lampard has given his pre-match press conference ahead of Everton's trip to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to face Spurs on Saturday night in a 5:30 kickoff. The Blues boss will be hoping that Everton can bounce back from a disappointing 2-1 home defeat against Manchester United last time out. He has been speaking today about the prospect of having Dominic Calvert-Lewin a week fitter than he was last week, but again involved in the squad. This is what he had to say about Dominic Calvert-Lewin today.
Well, yeah, it's great to have Dominic back. We're in a process with Dominic where he's not taking part in every part of training in terms of where we'd want to push him probably to get him completely match fit, just in terms of the process of getting him fit and robust and staying fit. So we'll just have to see that over the next days and weeks, how we get him to that optimum level and how quickly we can get him there.
There you go. That was the manager's thoughts on Calvert-Lewin. There is obviously it's a boost to have Dom available and back in the squad, and they are seeming like they're going to have to take the time with him building up that fitness. They don't want him breaking down again, of course, but it is a big boost to have him back. But we do need to see if we can get a little bit more out of him this week. It may be that each game he does 5 minutes longer than he did the last one until he build up that confidence in him, but it's certainly a huge boost to have him back in the Everton squad. The manager gave an injury update ahead of this one. Obviously the Blues have got some players out. This is what he had to say over the injury.
In terms of injury updates, I know Abdoulaye Doucouré wasn't in the matchday squad last weekend. Mason Holgate, Yerry Mina, are we any closer to seeing them return?
Duke's had a family issue. But he's back in the squad for tomorrow. Mason's training, not ready to be in the squad yet, but training really well. And Yerry had a little bit of a setback this week, so he won't be available.
In terms of it,
good news that Abdoulaye Doucouré's back in the squad as well, obviously missing with a family issue last week. As the manager said, this come a little bit too soon probably for Mason Holgate, but good that Doucouré's back in, because obviously given Anthony Gordon's out suspended, you know, we need as many of our first team players and first choice squad members on the bench as well to give that extra bit of strength and depth. Really, Doucouré, you know, might have been useful in that Manchester United game with half an hour to go, 25 minutes to go. So it's good that he is available again. Obviously, disappointing to hear Yerry Mina suffering some discomfort in his calf. The manager was asked to elaborate a little bit on the Mina setback, and this is what he had to say on that one.
Hi Frank, can I just check on Yerry Mina's injury? You said he had a setback.
Small calf injury.
Okay. And I've seen some pictures today of Nathan Patterson and Ben Godfrey training again.
Yeah.
Can you give us an update on them?
Yeah, they're both training with a view for Patterson. We're hoping he'll be fit in 2 to 3 weeks. And Ben's a bit behind. It's his first days out really on the grass, so we're probably looking at the other side of the World Cup break.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, obviously disappointing with Mina, but if he's feeling something, it's better to try and get it sorted now. Don't let it develop, and hopefully he will be available in the near future. But good news on Nathan Patterson. Good that he is back out on the grass doing some running work, and hopefully he'll be back within the next fortnight, as the manager said. And Ben Godfrey, good to see him out doing a little bit of running, albeit we're not going to see him, are we, till Boxing Day, but it's good to see him doing that rehab work as well. And obviously Andros Townsend's another one who we probably won't see until Boxing Day as well. There is obviously Anthony Gordon is missing this week with a suspension, picking up his 5th booking in the 2-1 defeat by Manchester United, which rules him out of Saturday. And Frank Lampard was asked about whether or not they've had a conversation with Anthony Gordon about picking up so many bookings so early in the season.
Still early in the season to be having this sort of suspension. I'm just wondering, do you go as far as analysing the bookings he's had and advising him on that?
Yeah, I think it's something to analyse, and I've had those conversations with Anthony.
Is it, I mean, from what you've seen, is it, he's only a young lad, so is it youthful exuberance, or is it just a bit of naivety or inexperience? What do you think it's down to?
I think that's a conversation for me to have with Anthony. I don't think it's worth hanging on too much. He's taken on too many bookings. I'm more worried about his whole game and just working with him on that front. And the booking thing has been a small part of that too.
But you obviously were keen for him not for it to impact his overall play. So you're focused on what he offers the team, not
Well, I don't want to lose him for a game, so that's the reality of it. And also, probably if you get an early booking, then it sort of changes the aspect of the game in the modern day so fast that you could get a red. So there's obvious reasons why you want to address that. And yeah, I've spoken with him about it.
So that's the manager's thoughts, obviously, on the Anthony Gordon situation. Hopefully, he'll have used this break from the weekend and then be back stronger against Newcastle and pick up performances and try to pick up less bookings as we move forward. And finally today, Everton have been linked with a move for Villarreal forward Boulaye Dia. That is according to sources in Italy, where he is currently on loan at Salernitana. He's played 8 times for them so far and scored 4 goals. The press over there saying that Everton have apparently bid or are ready to bid £13.5 million to Villarreal for the 25-year-old Senegalese striker. He's played 19 times for Senegal and scored 3 goals. Everton, I imagine, will continue to be linked with forward players. It's well known they are looking to strengthen that department in January, as well as maybe looking to move Salomon Rondon on as well. So I imagine there'll be lots of these links as we move forward towards the January transfer window. That is it for the news today. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to join us for daily live videos, become a Toffee TV Premium member. The link is in the description. The QR code is on the screen now. Thanks for watching. See you later.